Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Core English Podcast. I am your host, Luna.
And I am Jasper. Welcome to our safe space, listeners.
Jasper, I want to start today's episode by asking you a very simple question. Look me in the eyes. How are you feeling today?
I am fine. Thank you. And you?
Jasper, we talked about this. You sound like a robot. I am fine. Beep, boop.
But I am fine. It is a safe answer. If I say I am fine, nobody asks me any difficult questions.
That is exactly the problem. When we learn a new language, we hide behind safe words. Good, fine, happy, sad. We build a wall around our real feelings because we don't have the vocabulary to explain them.
It is true. When I first started speaking English, I felt like a child. In my native language, I am a complex person. I have deep thoughts, I feel anxiety, excitement, nostalgia. But in English, I was just me happy, me sad, me hungry.
It is incredibly frustrating. It stops you from making deep connections with people. You can't make best friends if you only ever say, I am fine.
So today is therapy?
Yes, today is English therapy. We are going to teach you how to talk about your feelings naturally. We will cover how to express joy, how to talk about stress, and how to tell someone you are angry without causing a fight.
I definitely need that last one.
Grab a cozy drink, relax, and let's get emotional.
Okay, Luna, let's start with the basics. Happy and sad. How do we upgrade these words?
Let's imagine a scale from 1 to 10. If 5 is normal, then 7 is happy. But what if you are at a 10? What if you just won the lottery? You wouldn't just say, I am happy.
I would say, I'm rich.
Yes, but emotionally, you would use a stronger word. For example, thrilled.
Thrilled. That is a great word. It sounds electric.
I am absolutely thrilled to be here. Or you could use ecstatic.
Ecstatic. That means 10 out of 10 happy, jumping up and down.
Exactly. Now, what if you are at a 6? You aren't jumping up and down, but you feel good. You have no stress.
I would say I am content.
Beautiful word. Content means peaceful and satisfied. I am just sitting on the sofa, drinking tea, and I feel completely content.
Okay, let's go to the dark side. Let's talk about sad.
Again, let's look at the scale. If 4 is sad, what is a 1? The absolute worst feeling.
Devastated.
Yes, devastated. It means something destroyed your heart. When my dog died, I was devastated.
What about miserable?
Miserable is also terrible, but it usually lasts longer, and it can be physical too. I have a terrible cold, and it is raining, and I lost my keys. I am absolutely miserable.
What if I'm just a little bit sad, like a 4 out of 10? Maybe I didn't sleep well, or the weather is gray.
You can say, I'm feeling a bit down.
Feeling down. That is a phrasal expression, right?
Yes, it is very common. Native speakers use this all the time. Hey, Jasper, you're quiet today. Are you okay?
I don't know, Luna. I'm just feeling a bit down today. It sounds very natural. It doesn't sound dramatic. It just means my battery's low.
Exactly. Now, before we learn more vocabulary, we need to fix a massive grammar mistake that almost everyone makes when talking about feelings.
Oh no, grammar. My favorite feeling is confused.
It's an easy fix. It's the difference between I feel and I feel like.
People mix these up all the time.
Yes, here is the rule. I feel followed by an adjective, an emotion word. Use I feel like followed by a clause, a subject and a verb, or a noun.
Okay, give me an example of the wrong way.
Wrong, I feel like sad today. Wrong, I feel like tired.
Ah, yes, because sad and tired are adjectives. You should just say, I feel sad, I feel tired.
Exactly. Do not add like before an emotion word.
So when do I use I feel like?
You use I feel like when you are comparing your feeling to a situation or explaining a thought. Write, I feel like I'm going to cry. Subject plus verb. Write, I feel like a failure. Noun. Write, I feel like nobody is listening to me.
That makes so much sense. I feel angry. Adjective. I feel like you are not listening to me. Full sentence idea.
Let's do a quick quiz for our listeners. Listeners, you can answer out loud wherever you are.
Scenario 1. You want to use the word anxious. Do you say, I feel anxious, or I feel like anxious?
The answer is, I feel anxious.
Scenario 2. You want to express that you are carrying the weight of the world. Do you say, I feel the weight of the world, or I feel like I am carrying the weight of the world?
The answer is, I feel like I am carrying the weight of the world.
Perfect. The I feel like trap is destroyed. We can move on.
Jasper, you know what native English speakers love more than anything?
Tea? Burgers? Talking about the weather?
Idioms. We love using strange pictures and metaphors to describe our feelings.
Idioms are fun, but they're very confusing. When someone told me they were under the weather, I looked up at the sky. I thought, we are all under the weather.
Yes, let's start with that one. Under the weather. It means you are feeling slightly sick or slightly sad. You are not 100%.
I can't come to the party tonight. I'm feeling a bit under the weather.
What about when you are incredibly happy? We learned ecstatic, but what is the idiom?
Over the moon.
Yes. When she said yes to my marriage proposal, I was over the moon.
Why the moon? Did he become an astronaut?
Because you're so happy you're floating in space. Another one for happiness is on cloud 9.
I got the promotion. I'm on cloud 9.
Now, let's talk about nervous energy. What happens inside your stomach when you're nervous before a big test or a date?
The insects. Butterflies in my stomach.
Yes, I have to give a presentation tomorrow and I have butterflies in my stomach. It means that fluttery, nervous feeling.
What about anger? If I am very, very angry, what idiom can I use?
You can say, I hit the roof.
Wow, you are so angry that you jump up and hit the ceiling of your house?
Exactly. When my boss told me I had to work on the weekend, I hit the roof.
So let's review the idioms. Sick or sad, under the weather. Happy, over the moon or on cloud 9. Nervous, butterflies in my stomach. Angry, hit the roof.
Listeners, try to pick just one of these idioms to use this week. Don't try to memorize them all, just pick your favorite.
Luna, I have a problem. Sometimes I feel annoyed, but I don't want to be rude. In my native language, I know how to be polite but angry. In English, if I say, I'm angry, it sounds too aggressive.
This is a very important cultural point. In English, especially British or Canadian English, we tend to soften our negative feelings. We don't want to sound aggressive.
So how do I complain politely?
We use softening words like a bit, a little, or somewhat. And we use the word frustrated or annoyed instead of angry.
I'm a bit annoyed.
Yes, if your roommate leaves dirty dishes in the sink for 3 days, you don't say, I am furious. You say, hey, I'm getting a bit frustrated with the dishes.
It sounds so much calmer.
It opens a conversation instead of starting a war.
Are there other phrases for this?
Yes, you can say, it gets on my nerves.
Nerves, like the biology in my body.
Yes, if a noise is constant or a behavior is repeating, it touches your nerves. When people talk loudly on the train, it really gets on my nerves.
Or when my computer is slow, it gets on my nerves.
Perfect! Another great phrase is, I'm at the end of my rope.
At the end of my rope? That sounds like I'm climbing a mountain and the rope is finishing and I'm going to fall.
Exactly. It means you have zero patience left. You have tried everything and you're exhausted. The baby has been crying for 4 hours. I'm at the end of my rope.
Okay, so if I want to complain like a native, small problem, I'm a bit annoyed. Medium problem, it gets on my nerves. Huge problem, I'm at the end of my rope.
Talking about your feelings is only half of the conversation. What do you do when someone else tells you their feelings?
This is the hardest part. If my friend comes to me crying and says, I lost my job, my brain freezes. I want to comfort them, but I just say, oh, sad.
Oh no, Jasper. Oh, sad is terrible.
I know, but I don't have the words to show empathy. Empathy means showing that you feel their pain.
Let's give you some tools for empathy. When someone shares bad news, the best and most simple phrase is, "I'm so sorry to hear that."
I'm so sorry to hear that. It sounds very caring.
Yes, it is much better than just saying sorry.
What if they're telling me about a very stressful situation, like their boss is yelling at them?
You need to validate their feelings. You can say, "That must be so frustrating."
That must be so frustrating. It shows that I'm listening and I agree that the situation is bad.
Exactly. You're putting yourself in their shoes. You can also say, "I can only imagine how hard that is."
That is a beautiful phrase. I can only imagine. It means I respect your pain even if I haven't experienced it.
And what if they share good news? What if they say, "I passed my English exam"?
I say, oh, happy.
Jasper, stop doing that.
I'm joking. I would say, that's wonderful news. I'm so happy for you.
Yes, "I'm so happy for you" is the perfect response. Or, "You must be thrilled," using the vocabulary we learned in Module 1. All right, Jasper, we have covered a lot of ground today, from thrilled to devastated, from butterflies to hitting the roof.
I feel like my emotional vocabulary has doubled. I am no longer a robot.
You're a real boy, Jasper.
Before we leave, let's remind our listeners that it's okay to make mistakes. If you accidentally say, I feel like sad, nobody's going to arrest you.
Communication is about connection, not perfection. If you share your true feelings, even with messy grammar, people will appreciate your honesty.
If you found this episode helpful, please leave us a comment below. We want to know, how are you feeling today? And you are not allowed to say, fine.
Use one of the new words. Are you feeling content, a bit down, over the moon? Let us know.
Make sure to subscribe to the Core English podcast so you never miss a conversation.
Take care of yourselves and take care of your feelings.
See you next time.
Bye.